Hi everyone, welcome to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. I'm Raven, and this is Rowley. We're dressed alike today. For the previous 5 years, we've lived in an RV full-time, a Class A and then a fifth wheel. As of 3 days ago, the 10th, we've lived full-time in a converted cargo trailer, a 6x12 cargo trailer, for the past 9 months. Last week, it doesn't feel like 9 months. It really doesn't. Anyway, last week I talked about my lazy day and going back to bed, This week I'll talk about nomadism and homelessness. And I want to ask the question, am I homeless? If you're curious, please join us on this journey and continue. Technically, I am homeless. Homelessness or houselessness, according to Google, also known as a state of being unhoused or unsheltered in the condition of lacking stable, safe, and adequate housing. I don't know. I don't feel homeless. I don't feel houseless, nor insecure in any way. So I can't say that I am, except that I'm not living in a structure that's attached to the ground in some method. I feel safer out here in the middle of the wilderness than I did living in the RV park. It's a beautiful park. I'm going to take a tour of that park soon. I was getting paranoid for a while toward the end of my stay there. I constantly felt like someone was watching me, Okay, paranoia. I don't know why. I just felt that way. I felt like I was in a prison. I mean, I was surrounded by various and sundry rigs. You can't see anything except the sides and backs of those rigs, I had gotten to the point that I was looking under and around the RV before I'd approach it to unlock the door after I walked Rowley at night. When I first got to that RV park, nobody locked their doors. It got to the point where I was locking the door, locking the car, checking everything before I walked away, that kind of thing. But I kept telling myself, I would think that Rowley would bark if someone was inside the RV, had gone in while we were out walking or something. I started carrying a weapon. It was getting crazy, okay? I just had this feeling. Nobody did anything, I just had this feeling. When I came out here 9 months ago, I had no money, no savings, no nothing. Coming out here was an escape into the unknown that looked better than what I had known was looking like, It looked like there was some kind of hope, whereas staying where I was just a matter of the clock ticking and time running out, and then I'd still have to make a choice. I now have an opportunity for international travel, which I mentioned a couple of videos ago. Am I being saved from being homeless? I think it's a matter of attitude. I was the first week or so after saying yes, okay, I'll go travel internationally, I felt sad. I felt like my freedom was being lost. I mean, so okay, now I go live with my daughter. We talk about food, who cooks, who's doing what in the house too. There's a lot of people around. There is nobody out here. I've been waking up crying in my sleep because, my head is saying, oh, it's okay. There are cost benefits. The benefits are huge. It's only 3 years. I'll be starting my homestead in 82 when I'm 82. I'll get my tiny house, my yurt, my land will be paid for by that time. But I think that I'm a hermit. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm running all of this crap through my head because I'm afraid, which is okay. Fear is okay. Fear is a healthy emotion, you know? Anyway, I personally expect to return in better health because outside of the United States, sugar isn't their primary food. They don't put it in everything. I mean, you cannot buy baby food that does not have added sugar in the supermarket. At least I hadn't found any. Anyway, I expect to walk more. I expect to eat better because they don't put sugar in everything, you know. Everybody goes grocery shopping every couple of days instead of once a month. Everything is fresh. You know, they don't allow the garbage we allow in our food. There are other benefits. I mean, I had to learn another language, which is kind of cool. It's always good to know another language. It brings you to an understanding of the people from their point of view because they can say certain things, can't say certain things. They have no words for some things and other things we don't have words for, and they do, you know. So you get a different perspective. But I feel like I have to go. There really is nothing here holding me here, except that I've been staying here for 9 months because I kept feeling like I have to stay here for 9 months, which it's proven to be the case, actually. Maybe it's so that I grow as a person. Maybe I have to give back to the world in some way by being there. Maybe now is the time to take the opportunity and just run with it, which is what I'm going to do. I feel that there's something to learn, or someone I have to meet, or someone I need to hug at the right time to save their life, or say the right word, or whatever. And I may never know, you know. But even so, am I homeless? Will I be homeless until I settle on my own land? The Rowley report. Rowley loves his little house, this little cage thing that we're going to be using to travel on a plane in with. I worry about traveling with him. I mean, I have never been on a plane with a dog, so I don't know. Anyway, I worry about traveling with Rowley. This first flight is going to be 9 hours because he has to be in the cargo hold for the trip from Las Vegas to New York City. 9 hours. We have to change planes in between. What happens between planes? Who's responsible? Do I get them from baggage? I don't know the answers to these questions, and I keep looking for information, and I'm not finding it. I probably should just call an airline and ask, you know. He needs a dentist. But I'm not going to do the dental thing here. I'm going to wait until we get to where we're going. He needs to see a vet to get in when we get to New York, to New Jersey. He needs to see a vet to get a certificate of good health so he can fly out of the country, and he has to do that. You know, it's one of those, he has to do that within 10 days of leaving. And that's one of those things that, how do you find a vet in New York? How do you find a doctor, anybody in New York, that will give you a certificate, will give you an appointment and get so that you can get a certificate within 10 days of your departure? The logistics are driving me crazy, okay? But I'm on top of it. I keep going. I don't have to leave tomorrow. I'm still waiting. My passport is supposed to be in the mail later on today. So it's getting there. I still have the rest of the papers to file. Now that I've got the passport, I can send them pictures of it. And then we're on the way. As soon as they say we can go, we go. But it's all up in the air, so I can't make any reservations anywhere to do anything. But meanwhile, my head is going crazy trying to plan stuff because I'm a planner and I should know better, you know? Anyway, next week I probably won't have a video. I have to go to the dentist. I'm having the last of my teeth removed and a new set of dentures made. So I probably won't be able to talk, which in some cases might be a blessing, okay? So if I don't see you next week, and I'll try to do it next week. If I don't see you next week, I'll see you the Friday afterwards at 5 p.m. Pacific time, okay? You take care of you and yours, and blessed be.